This is the legend of Moll Dyer, the witch who cursed Leonardtown. Leonardtown, Maryland is situated in historic St. Mary's County. It was settled in 1637 by common tobacco farmers. A peaceful town, or so we thought. Moll Dyer lived amongst the townspeople as an herbalist. Many were suspicious that she secretly was a witch. One day, all of Moll Dyer's neighbors' livestock mysteriously died. The townspeople immediately thought it was the result of Moll Dyer's witchcraft and banished her to the outskirts of town. In the year 1697, a harsh winter devastated the people. The harvest was dead, the people were starving, and illnesses were spreading fast. One man said, "It began about the middle of November, and little sign of any spring yet. It was very uncertain weather, several frosts and snows, one of which was the greatest hath been known." Why was this to be the fate of Leonardtown? The people wondered. When someone recalled a woman scorned living on the outskirts of town, the people concluded their unfortunate fate was caused by none other than a curse from Moll Dyer. They decided it was time to kill the witch and end their suffering. On a freezing February night, the townspeople gathered their torches and made their way to Moll Dyer's home. "Burn the witch and all," they cried. But Moll Dyer saw the torches coming and fled into the woods to escape. 3 days later, a young man was out in the woods looking for his dog when he stumbled upon the body of Moll Dyer. The freezing temperatures had frozen the witch to a rock. Upon removing her body, they noticed her hand had left an imprint. It was her hand that had cursed the town, and her imprint a reminder that her curse lived on. Centuries later, the rock bearing her handprint was brought to the courthouse as a representation of the town's history. It was said the rock was unmovable after 3 mysterious failed attempts. The movers claimed the rock was cursed, especially after a crane suddenly broke. It took the National Guard in 1972 to finally haul the 800-pound rock out. Is the legend of Moll Dyer a fact or fiction? Fiction argues there has never been a record of any person named Moll Dyer. However, according to the Maryland Council records, there was a harsh storm and an epidemic in Leonardtown during the winter of 1697 and 98. But the legend of Moll Dyer has too many different versions, people said. Fact proves the existence of Moll Dyer because there was a deed for Moll Dyer Run cited in 1857, and the road that is now named Moll Dyer Road was already there in 1854. But no one knows the truth for sure. The legend of Leonardtown's most famous witch lives on. Visitors come from all over to put their hand on Moll Dyer's rock, or visit the land she was said to have lived on, and provoke her ghost.